recovery, or when it comes to changing anything in your life, is all the little decisions that you make in a day compound to big effects in the future. So if you go, oh, we'll just have a takeaway tonight, the chances are that takeaway will make you feel worse, which means you're less likely to do the work you need to do, whether that be, say you have a workout or you're doing something else related to recovery. And when you're less likely to do that, you're less likely to have a better day, and it can really ripple effects throughout all your other choices. But when you make a good choice, for example, if I eat very healthy, it then translates to feeling better, which then translates to wanting to exercise more, which then translates to having even more energy to do what I need to do, which translates to me feeling better in myself, my well-being being better, which then makes me feel more confident about myself. That means I'll make even better decisions in other areas. It's a ripple effect either way. And they start off with small decisions that you make, but with consistency and time, they really change your life. And we have a habit, I think it's a human habit, of if we're dealing with something quite major, we really believe that it's going to take something major to change it. But what I found was actually, it was all the little things that I did day in and day out that translate to solving those big problems. And I feel like at this point in my life, I feel like I finally got to the stage where I feel as good as I did when I first started YouTube. When I first started YouTube, I had this routine in my little cocoon, my little bubble, and I felt fantastic. I was just, wow, I just couldn't believe that I could feel as good as I did. Never felt that good in all my life. Obviously, when I introduced outside elements, I introduced a partner, friends, influences, social gatherings, going out to eat, I hadn't adjusted. My routine was built in a cocoon, and it didn't withstand the stress of outside influences. And it's taken me to get to where I was before in life, in the stress, with a family, with a child, with a full-time job, to manage to have a routine that allows me to feel great and be consistent with it, with all the outside pressures. It's taken me this long, and it really is the small decisions that you think at the time aren't a big deal, but they really do translate and compound over time into changing your life. Just don't think that because you're in this situation that's absolutely horrific, that you're going to need something magical to get out of it. Because it feels like that. It feels like that because when I was in a situation where I'm chronically ill, never been out of the house for 6, 7, how many years it was, schizophrenic mother, addicted to video games, never, like, this list was huge that I had to overcome. And I thought, it's going to take a miracle to get out of this. But when I focused on the little decisions I made in the day and stuck with it, my life changed. It didn't need anything major to get me out of it. It really didn't. And I'm not sure why people fall into that mindset. I think it's when you have a chronic illness or you have a situation that just feels too much, it's too much weight on your shoulders. The idea of having a normal, happy, healthy life and having no issues just feels completely out of reach. So it's going to take something equally as out of reach to kind of solve it, but it's not. Focus on those little decisions you make in a day. Whether that's, we're going to turn off any technology now, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm going to be a bit bored, but I'm going to unwind, I'll listen to an audiobook, I'll do this and this. And at the time you might think, you might even have a poor night's sleep that night and go, what's the point? I could have watched TV up until bedtime and it would have been the same. But those little decisions you make consciously and consistently where you are from 6 months from now, see where you are a year from now, and you will see the difference it makes in your life. 100%.